would you like to see a real estate case study where we have over 50,000 in commissions in just 10 weeks? If so, this is the video you're going to want to check out. I'm going to show you all the details of how this was possible, and you can do the same thing. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. Thanks for being here. If you were brand new to the channel, what we are all about is helping real estate agents generate more leads, turn them into appointments, and close more deals. So if you'd like more tips and more strategies on those kinds of things, this is the place to be. Please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here as part of our channel. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is I'm going to show you a case study of one of my clients that's had quite a bit of success over the last 10 weeks. And so just want to put those numbers in perspective and share them with you and let you see the kind of results that people are getting through Facebook marketing and show you what that's all about. So before we jump right into that, down below in the description, you're going to find a link where you can go and download some of our top performing ad templates. If you've never downloaded those, please go do that. You're going to see examples of, in fact, the very things I'm going to show you today. So with that, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I'll share my screen, and we will get after it. So this is the ad that we were running. In fact, I'm going to start with the numbers. So let's start with the numbers. So she and I started working together about 10 weeks ago, one-on-one. And during the 10-week period, in fact, the very first ad that we ran, she said, Kevin, I've got this problem property, this listing that I've got. I just can't get any traction on it. I can't get anybody interested. And so I just said, hey, let's see what we can do. We definitely solved that problem in a big way. So it was this ad right here. This was the very first ad that she and I did together. And she ran this for about 2 weeks. And over 2 weeks, she generated 238 leads at a cost of 58 cents per lead. Yes, you were seeing that correct. So she spent a total of $137 on that ad to generate 238 leads. Yeah, the numbers were insane. The ad performed insanely well. Typically, what we see with a lot of our clients is a cost per lead around $3 to $5. This ad obviously well outperformed that, and I'll go back and show you the actual ad. So basically, the property. In fact, I'll just go ahead and show you. So the property was this 156 acreage, this piece of land. It also had a home on it, but the home was just a manufactured home that they had, they'd built a foundation and plopped it on there. And so the house itself wasn't anything great, but the value of the property was the acreage. It was kind of an outdoorsman's paradise. So had hunting and fishing and basically anything that you could think about. So we really just marketed the land, and the house just kind of came along with it, basically. So it was a $1.2 million listing. We picked certain areas where we felt that there were going to be outdoors people that were going to be interested in this kind of an ad. That's who we targeted with the ad, were people that were interested in those kinds of activities. We put that out, and you saw the response. The response was massive. So basically what happens with this kind of an ad is if they click on, the learn more button, or if they click on the picture or whatever, there's a form that'll pop up. This is a lead generation ad. So there's a form that pops up that captures their name, their phone number, their email address. And so people who actually filled out that form, that's what this number right here is, 238 people actually filled out that form. So the part of this that was really interesting was she was like, I've had this listing for a while. I can't get any traction on it. Can't get any movement. We ran this ad and she had tons of movement. So in addition to all the ads or all the leads that she generated, she ended up getting into a position where there were multiple offers, 2 of them coming from the ads that she ran on this. So one was a lead of a person that she was working with, and then one was somebody else who had seen her ad and they were already working with an agent and they placed an offer. So in this case, they ended up accepting the offer of the people that she was working with. So she gets both sides of the commission, buying side and the selling side. And so commission with what she's negotiated, it's going to be well over $50,000 that she's going to get with that particular with that particular deal. Now, again, there's a few takeaways that you want to take away from this. Number one is this was the very first ad. I know she's got a couple of other people that she's working with because of this ad as well as other ones, but this is the only one that she's got in 10 weeks that's under contract. It's set to close in about the next 10 days, 2 weeks or so. So lesson number one is it takes time, right? So even though this was the very first ad that we ran, it's taking her almost 2.5, 3 months to see the first paycheck from the results that she's done, right? So again, keep in mind, it takes time. That's why I keep preaching to you over and over again. Get started now, start building up your pipeline. It takes a little bit of time before you see the results of the marketing that you've done. So that's lesson number one. Lesson number two is that results on Facebook, you can get those insanely cheap. So you're seeing this, but let me show you some other numbers, right? Other numbers, I added them up if you were to scan through and look, but I added them up from the time we started to today. Today's the 19th of March. From the time we started, January 31st was the very first ad that we ran to today. So we're going on about 2 months or so, 10 weeks, we'll call it, whatever. In fact, it's not even 10 weeks, but that's okay. My math's a little off. So anyway, we'll call it 2 months. So about in the last 2 months, she's generated 642 leads since we started working together, which is awesome. Cost per lead averaged out over that time $3.42. Again, that's pretty typical with what we see. Some ads do better, some ads do worse. At the end, by the time you average it out, that's her average cost for everything that we've done. And in fact, I kind of put this. So yeah, 642 leads during that time period. Average cost per lead, $3.42. Her return on investment for just this one ad, because again, she only spent $137 on the ad. So $50,000 of commissions on $137 spent. That's an insane 36,313% return on her investment. I know that's crazy. But the other number is the amount that she's spent total since we've started working together. You can see that down here. She spent $1,400 on ads over the last 2 months. And basically, her return on that total investment is $3,493. Now, I know that from the leads that she's generated, she's got a couple other people that she's working with. Nothing's under contract yet, but again, that pipeline is filled up with people that she's working through and working with. Also, the other thing is she's a broker. She's been able to take some of these leads and give them to other agents in the office. So she's been able to use this a little bit as a recruiting tool as well. Just to be able to say, hey, we can provide leads for you if you come to our brokerage. And so she's been able to leverage this quite a bit. So if you just look at this picture where she spent $1,400 on ads, over $50,000 in commissions plus other things in her pipeline, again, it's just an insane return of over 3,000% of what she spent. So these are the kinds of things that are possible when you start doing Facebook advertising, and it's all about the strategy. Right? That's a lot of what we help you take care of. So if you're interested more in our services, down below there's a link where you can click to schedule an appointment. We're happy to talk about what we do as far as not only generating leads, but turning the leads into appointments and also marketing to your relationships, your past clients' sphere of influence, because those are your warmest markets and where you'll see a lot of growth as well. So thanks for being here. Again, Facebook marketing is awesome. If you haven't started, please start. Also, for those of you that are saying, well, you know, coronavirus is going right now. Do I really want to do this? The answer is yes. I'm still having clients that are generating leads and turning those into appointments. And even if they're not going out and showing them homes right away, again, that pipeline is building. So that's what it's all about. Start marketing now. Start building your pipeline. And hopefully this video, if anything, has convinced you that now is the perfect time to do that. So with that being said, that's everything. I'm going to put up a couple of other videos right here so you can go check out more tips, more strategies just like this. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here, and you'll continue to get more tips, more tricks, more notifications Also, click that little thumbs up button, give us a like. We appreciate your support. With that, that's everything for this week. Make it a great week. Keep crushing it in your real estate business. And if we can help, we'd love to be part of that. So thanks, and we'll see you soon. Take care.